Sherry Turkle reminds us of how quickly things have changed with technology and how it has fundamentally changed who we are. We remove ourselves from what is in front of us, from the people around our tables and in our homes, but also for our capacity for self reflection. We are incredibly overstimulated, being in thousands of places at once and yet nowhere at all. We surrender ourselves and our control to media. It is truly ruling our lives. We sacrifice connection. I believe that anxiety, depression, and battling mental health is higher than ever before because one, we are connecting to human beings less than we are connecting to computers. Ugh. And two, we are overstimulated and overwhelmed by too much information, too much knowledge, too many opinions, too many feelings, too many places, too much demand, all in the palm of our hands. So, what do we do about this? Well, Larry Rosen calls this the I disorder, and he writes a book called Understanding Our Obsession with Technology and Overcoming Its Hold on Us. And he says parents should be more careful about the amount of stimulating technology their kids are exposed to on a regular basis because this leads to anxiety. We need to move back to connection, to have self control with technology. Brene Brown's TED Talk is so profound and moves us to remember the beauty of vulnerability and connection. We cannot get this through the pseudo connection of social media. It only fills the hole of our desire for connection for an instant, and then it goes away. As Turkle reminds us, we need to learn how to be alone. And I think this is so important. This starts with knowing who we are in Christ. Throughout interacting on social media throughout this course and my experience in being on social media for so many years, I know that this is true. We find it so hard to be alone. We find it harder and harder to have discernment for genuinity or to know what truly is real, just as we saw in the deep fake video. We're so easily swayed. I have learned that identity is so important, just as I created my blog after seeking our true identity in Christ, so that we can have power to be alone and to connect with others in an authentic way. I was moved throughout this course to interact with others on these subjects in real life, to collaborate our ideas and maybe even gather my friends' thoughts to write a blog post together. I know so many of my friends are actually passionate about this as well after talking to them about the anxiety that social media causes. I felt the deep need for a deeper authenticity, even if my opinion won't be shared with others. That is the vulnerable part of connection and of social media. Sharing yourself, whether another will receive you as you are or not. This is a challenge and yet can move us to become more connected. That's the power of vulnerability, which would all be worth it. I am reminded that influence can happen in so many different avenues as long as we are true to ourselves and to our word. I also am humbled to remember that my opinions even change. I'm growing, my opinion is not permanent, and neither are those of the people around me or that are interacting with my blog posts or engaging with me. So, therefore, we are all subject to change and hopefully help one another change for the better as we all are on a journey to becoming our truest selves. Thank you.